Yeah. I mean, if y'all knew my dad, first of all, I would just say that, the Clemson family is alive and well. I mean, I just cannot express my gratitude. Just the calls, the texts, the emails, just from our team and just the whole Clemson family. And there are a lot of South Carolina people too that reached out to me, and that means a lot. We all will lose our loved ones. I mean, that's just the way it is. And we're never ready for that. You're really not. But I'm so thankful that I had the time that I had with my dad. He lived with us since May. He had moved up, and we'd spent a lot of quality, precious time together. And he had gone back and been home about 3 weeks and back working and doing what he loved to do. He died peacefully and happy. But we had a great celebration of his life yesterday. But I was telling the team, you go through those things, you just mentally just get exhausted. But my dad, he would have been yelling at me, literally as soon as they put him in the grave. All right, that's enough. Get your butt back to work. We got some football games to win. That was Big Irv, and I'm gonna miss him greatly. But I know he's at peace, and I know he's with our Lord. So I take great peace and comfort in that. But I was excited to get back at it today. It's just good to be with the team. And today was our first real kind of scrimmage situation, and we created all kind of situations. And we did a lot of first down emphasis. We did some first down, play second down, some second down, play third down, just kind of creating some different things where it's not scripted, and you just got to kind of react to the situation. We did some third down and long stuff. We did some end of the game on the line, 3rd and 3, got to have a touchdown to win the game, 2 downs to get it. We did first and goal on the 9. You got to win the game, either score or defense holds you to win it. We did a couple of 2-minute situations today, and so we'll focus a lot more on our kicking game tonight in our double day. But it was good work. I mean, the biggest thing telling the team is, we've got to, if we can just know what to do and get people targeted and things like that. I mean, a guy, the left guard may get beat, he might get whipped, or we might miss a tackle on defense. But if we just know what to do and we're in the right place, then I think we got a chance to have a really good football team. But we just got a lot to do between now and we got 3 weeks or so from Saturday before we play. So we got a lot to do. We're just kind of, into the grind of it. I thought some of them today maybe kind of piled up on them a little bit today. Had some uncharacteristic fumbles. Had a couple of small things defensively, jumping off sides and stuff like that. But there was a lot of good things on both sides that we can build from, and that's what it's all about. You got to go get it on tape. We're repping 3 groups and trying to give everybody opportunity to compete, because this is really our preseason games. I mean, this is what we got. We got 3 scrimmages, and that's what we got, where we can kind of create some type of game situation and evaluate the guys and then get them ready to play from that point. So each one of these days is critical. So a lot to do between now and Saturday. And Saturday will be a full-blown scrimmage where we'll get everybody out of the way and just play ball. Whatever happens, happens. I like where our team is, and just a tremendous group of guys in that locker room, and can't wait to really light it up the scoreboard for real with this group.
With respect to what your dad would have told you, what you were saying, does it maybe help in a way that to deal with the grief, to get right back at it and be kind of in the middle of doing all this?
Yeah, no question. I mean, Saturday night, it's about 11:30 at night. I'm in my dad's truck, and I'm driving my dad's truck to my mom's to spend the night. And I was just sitting there going, I'm just like, how did I get here? I mean, it just, you just kind of get plucked out of a world, and then all of a sudden you're dealing with something that you really wish you weren't dealing with. So absolutely, it's just good to be able to come back and get back into the grind. I appreciate the grind, I really do. I appreciate just a good day. sunshine, just waking up, being able to just, go do something you love to do. I really do. So.
Where's the team injury-wise?
We had looking at the report this morning, we had a couple guys banged up this morning, nothing serious on the report, but we had a few guys go down today. Mike Williams went down early. Haven't really gotten any definites, but did not seem serious. I don't know for certain on that. And then a little concerned about Corinne Wiggins. Get in and find out a little bit more about him. He went down as well, and then Daniel Stone. Those are the three that I saw go down. Daniel's looked kind of serious too. Hopefully it's not, but we'll see when we get in here. But that's just that's the way this game is. I mean, you really can't play this game worried about that kind of stuff. You can't tiptoe around. I mean, you just got to go cut it loose, and then other guys have to step up. Guys get hurt, they don't turn the scoreboard off. I mean, next guy's got to be ready, and so that's why we're really spending so much time in camp trying to develop depth, trying to create a little bit of experience as much as we can, and we're repping a ton of guys. The accumulation of those reps is critical for each one of those guys' own personal development. And once we get about 10, 11 days out, we'll just be we'll rep 2 groups the rest of the way and create our scout teams and all that kind of stuff. Because injuries happen, and the next guy's got to be ready.
Confidence in the kicking game right now?
We're going to really focus a lot more on that tonight. We got a good competition going on at kicker. I'm really pleased with that. Teasdall's solid. He's going to be just fine for us. He's going to do a nice job. I don't have any doubt about it. And Renfro has been really good too. Not quite as consistent, but very capable of being a solid backup guy for us. And we'll see how he develops. But Teasdall has really earned our confidence. And as far as the kicking game, the field goals, it's kind of we're kind of going by. It's a daily production chart, and Alex was up front, and I think it was even, and then Hugo is maybe just a little bit ahead, I think, as of today, and so we'll just kind of let that continue to go. What I'm really pleased with is, and then Grooms has been solid too. So we got 3 guys competing hard, but Andy. I think it's Andy. What's his name? What's Hugo's name?
Matt.
Greg.
All right, Greg. I'm gonna learn. I told him if he kept making some kicks, I'd learn his first name. I just know him as Hugo. But Hugo has really brought a little spark in here, and it's kind of worked really hard this summer. It's worked hard since the spring when we told him he was going to have an opportunity to join us. He has been the surprise, and that. You never know how a guy is going to show up first time, and if he's going to be ready to compete, or is he going to be a little overwhelmed with the situation. But he has really stepped up and said, hey, I'm here to compete, and I'm proud of him. Really am proud of him.
Joe Gore, really good offseason last year, seemed to hit a wall. Tony Elliott told me in July that he thought he was getting better. He's not a guy that's leveled off. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have. And he's a senior, and I think he's got a sense of urgency to him that you like to see in those guys, and I like it when I don't notice him. That's what I like, because I know he's doing his job up front, and didn't really notice him today at all. So Joe's got to come through for us, and I don't have any doubts he will. Hopefully, the biggest thing with him, he's had a lot of setbacks. I mean, he was a guy. He's a rep guy, and he's a guy that gaps in practice time and stuff with injuries and things like that set him back. So hopefully he can continue to stay on the field, and if he does, I think his confidence is going to continue to grow, and he'll be a good player for us.
Having Travis Blanks on the field again means?
Well, it means you got another very experienced, knowledgeable, committed, all-in football player. I mean, it's just the bottom line. I mean, there's not a more committed guy than Travis Blanks, and nobody's going to work harder at knowing what to do and taking pride in his performance and doing his job.
He was good as a freshman.
Oh yeah, he was really good. And then, you know, he's in the position where he needs to be too. Didn't have quite as good a sophomore year, and plus he got hurt, and then battling back from the injuries. But you know, we put him back at safety, and he did fine, did okay. But he's a little more natural, closer to the box. Just a physical player with great instincts, good ball skills. So it's great having him back, and then leadership. I mean, he's as good a leader. He's like having a coach out there. I mean, he is a tremendous leader, and truly, you know, sometimes you gotta kind of have something taken away from you, maybe before you really truly appreciate it, like we all should. And he just really, I think, appreciates coming out here and practicing. I really do.
As a leader, does he kind of, even though he's not a safety per se, fill that void in the back half that you usually brought Smith?
Yeah, from a leadership standpoint, oh yeah, there's no question. I mean, Travis is as good a leader as we got on this team, and he was a great leader even when he couldn't play. And that's why the guys have such great respect for him. I mean, he's that part has never changed for him. He has just continued to just blossom in that regard and take great pride. I mean, he's worn a jacket every day, you know, for camp, and you know, we brought him up front.
Sports coat.
Yeah, it's a sport coat. He's worn a sport coat every day of our camp, and you know, I finally asked him. I said, "Why are you wearing a sport coat?" He said, "I'm taking care of business, coach. I'm business, straight up, taking care of my business." And you know, and he told his teammates that. You know, we do a little deal where we bring a guy up front of the team and kind of get to know each other a little bit better and talk about some things. And that was one of the things he talked to his teammates about. So that's just his mentality, and it's contagious. He kind of rubs off on everybody else. But it's good to have O'Trav back, and it's good to see him just feel good. You know, it really is. He was struggling last year, and just knew he wasn't quite where he needed to be. So it's just good to see that smile on his face.
Is it an overstatement on the offensive line that you have 5 settled earlier than later, or are you content to just take it up to the last one?
No, I think the quicker you can kind of settle on that continuity, the better up front. And I think we're pretty close. I mean, we got to get Ryan back. Ryan is a key. You know, he's kind of the cog in the wheel for us. I mean, he really is another great leader for us, a very committed guy, and just has tremendous respect for his teammates and very smart. So, you know, we'll get him back here hopefully, you know, for too much longer. But I like what we're doing up there. You know, Guillermo has come back strong for us and is still kind of working his way back in there, and some of those young guys. I mean, we're going to get a lot out of Taylor Hearn and Falcinelli's and those guys. Frew Morgan, Mitch Hyatt. We're going to get a lot out of that young group as we go through the season.
Who's handling kickoff duties?
And we have not decided on that yet. They're all 3 kicking right now, but that's another competition that as we get ramped up tonight and kind of the rest of the way, we've been really focusing on our field goals this first week or so of camp. Really working on that aspect of the special teams, trying to really get focused in on that and in our punting situation. I feel good there where we are right now. I think that's going to work itself out, and you know, we'll have a couple guys ready to go. But that's kind of the next step for us. We've worked on a lot of our kickoff coverage techniques and things like that with our coverage guys, but we've kind of held back on the competition part. But we'll get that cranking tonight.
How much has Ben Bowler matured since he first got here? He seems like a guy who's always really intense,